Broad Headed Skink. These lizards are often misidentified as a common five-lined or a southeastern five-lined skink because they are almost identical to an undiscerning eye. Now, the Broad Headed Skink is the largest skink in the southeast, and excluding the glass lizards or the legless lizards, they are also one of the largest species of lizard occurring in the southeastern United States. These lizards have short legs with smooth, shiny scales, constituting what some would call a streamlined body. Their body is usually gray, black, or brown in background color with 5 white or yellowish dorsolateral stripes. These 5 stripes, a characteristic of the five-lined skink, are generally why they are often misidentified. The juveniles exhibit brilliantly defined striping with the bright blue tail, which fades with age. The males tend to lose their striping, which fades into uniform color, while the females will keep their striping into adulthood. Therefore, it is the females and juveniles which are often misidentified as the five-lined skink. The adult males also exhibit a bright red-orange swollen head. This, coupled with their uniform color, make them almost unmistakable. Now, here we have a female as characterized by her striping and tail color, which has faded considerably, yet still retains some of its bluish hue. Besides the possibility of being bitten, you have to be very careful when catching these lizards, as the tail will break off as a defense mechanism, wiggling vigorously in order to distract the predator while the lizard slips away. While the tail does grow back, it will not be composed of the same tissues, and subsequently regenerated tails can be distinguished upon examination. One way to distinguish the broadhead skink as well as the five-lined skink from a southeastern five-lined skink is to examine the underside of its tail. They have an enlarged middle row of ventral scales as opposed to the uniform ventral scales of a southeastern five-lined skink. Remember, when we're speaking of the ventral of anything, it is talking about the underside. The broadhead skink favors wooded areas and is a very adept climber, making them more arboreal or tree-dwelling than the other skinks of this area. Now, another way to distinguish a broad-headed skink from a five-lined skink is to examine the labial scales. Labial meaning the scales upon the upper lip between the nose and the eye. Broadhead skinks will have a total of 8 upper labial scales, with 4 to 5 on either side, whereas the five-lined skink has a total of 7, with 3 to 4 on either side. These skinks are very fast and very hard to catch and will bite if threatened, although they are non-venomous, as are the majority of other lizards. And as a general rule, it is safe to assume that if you see a lizard in the wild, it is not venomous. While the bites of most lizards are generally mild, the male of this species will bite viciously and have even been known to slightly break the skin.
Doesn't want to let go. He's got me. He says, "Oh, I got you now. You think you can catch me? Well, I caught you." It's in a bad little spot.